Okay, everyone, all you listeners, I'm Autumn Brown, and I'm so honored to join you for a new season of Climate Changed.
Woohoo!
You're going to get to know me over time, but here's where I'll start. I'm an artist, a theologian, a mother, and a freedom worker. And for the last 20 years, which is a long ass time, I've been helping movements and communities imagine and practice liberation, how we live into it, how we heal through it, and how we build it together.
So good. And I'm Reverend Nicole Diroff. I serve as Associate Director at the BTS Center and am thrilled to introduce our listeners to Autumn. Autumn, I am so
Aw.
excited for this journey together.
Me too.
You bring so much wisdom, so much lived experience, from organizing and facilitation to music and theology. We are going to have some fun together.
Yes, we are. Thank you, Nicole. It is truly an honor to be with you and to be with our listeners. My path has been deeply shaped by community in many different forms, and by the belief that healing and justice are not separate things, and both of them require us to be in deep communion with one another. A little bit more background on me. I spent 8 years working as a facilitator and political educator with the Anti-Oppression Resource and Training Alliance, also known as AORTA, specializing in that environment, really working with movements for social justice and for a solidarity economy. Before I was at AORTA, I worked at and led a nonprofit called Reclaim, which still exists. It's here in Minnesota where I live. Reclaim helps queer and trans youth to reclaim their freedom and liberation and all its forms through accessing mental health care and accessing healing supports and community. And just within and beyond that, I've really spent now 2 decades teaching and supporting organizers, faith leaders, and artists who are trying to create a more just and accessible and compassionate world.
Such good work. It inspires me and stretches me, the way in which your work takes on so many creative expressions, music and writing and podcasting and spiritual work in the midst of all of that. You've released albums with your band Autumn, and you co-host a podcast that I'm a fan of, How to Survive the End of the World, with your incredible sister, Adrienne Marie Brown. You've taught, you've spoken all over the country about theology, imagination, and collective transformation.
And all of that work has led me into this moment, into being here with you, to this season of Climate Changed. Because when we talk about climate change, we're not just talking about science or politics. We're talking about our hearts, our faith, our belief systems, our relationships. What does it actually mean to be alive right now in this time where so many things are ending? We're really talking with depth and with soulfulness about how to live and to love and to practice leadership in many different forms inside of a climate changed world, which this is exactly the conversation that I want to be in right now.
Totally.
This season on Climate Changed, we're asking what it means to live, to love, and to lead in a climate changed world.
You'll hear from spiritual leaders, artists, and healers who are helping us imagine what faithful leadership looks like right now.
Leaders like Katie Mears, who works on the front lines of disaster response.
How can we have more choices on the menu so that the collective solution can still be individually chosen? So if we can have more housing available and a way to communicate risk that does not require having a master's degree in environmental science.
Tori Stevens, who believes imagination is our most powerful climate tool.
Speculative fiction allows people to dream and imagine and create. We in the climate space need more of that. And then the other piece of this is that there's folks who are not moved by the news. They are more invested in fiction. They get their orientation from fiction. The emotional part of fiction, it just works for some people.
Norma Wong, a Zen master and native Hawaiian leader who invites us to breathe together through collapse.
We have to actually align in terms of how we are going to reconstitute the human beingness, within the democracy experiment. How that might occur during times of relative stability don't matter. How does that operate in a time of maximum crisis where everything is being attacked from inside and outside? What is it that we stand for, and how do we reconstitute ourselves to be in that? If we abandon each other for an ideal, then we would have totally lost our way.
Rabbi Ora Nitkin-Kaner, who helps us find holiness in uncertainty.
When you're losing your ground, when you're losing your sense of hope, what becomes your ground? What are the values that you want to be living out in your life? It's a dirty process, like in the best way. None of us have answers in this time. We're all just figuring it out together.
And Francis Weller, who reminds us that grief and love are two sides of the same bridge.
What we want from ritual is the possibility of derangement. We want to be knocked out of the current arrangement. The arrangement that most of us have been given is be in control, behave, look good, like you got it together. Don't fall apart. Ritual is the invitation to fall apart and realigned. You don't want to come out of ritual the same as you went in.
Together, these conversations inspire courage, connection, and community.
Join us for Climate Changed, a podcast from the BTS Center.
Listen wherever you get your podcasts or at climatechangepodcast.org.